I think I would be remiss if I didn't bring up Elon Musk when talking about the first month of President Trump's second term in office. He is the face of Doge, which has been slashing federal agencies, federal jobs, things like that. Their goal is to reduce federal spending, and he seems to be that he is on a tear trying to do that. What do people think about Elon Musk?
Well, despite being out front on all the issues that Dodge is dealing with and the subject of a lot of attention, positive from the center right, but largely negative from both the center and the left, Musk is doing just fine. His approval has, or his favorability has taken a little bit of a hit, but he is net neutral. 44% approve and are favorable towards him, 44% are unfavorable towards him. If you remember before the election, he had a net positive favorability, but it hasn't really slid by more than 6 points or so from where he was before. And the reason for that is because voters overwhelmingly support cutting down government expenditures. 67% say that the current level of the US federal debt is unsustainable. 83% favor cutting government expenditures over raising taxes as an alternative for how the government can generate revenues. 77% say that a full examination of all government expenditures is necessary. 70% believe that government expenditures are filled with waste, fraud, and inefficiency. And that includes a majority of Democrats, or a full 58% of Democrats, of independents, a full 75% of independents, and Republicans, a full 78% of Republicans. So it's no surprise that a full 69% of voters today support the goal of cutting $1 trillion or more in government expenditures. And frankly, 60% say that Doge and Elon so far are helping make major cuts in those government expenditures. So largely a supportive picture, a very supportive picture when it comes to the work that Doge and Musk have undertaken. And I think that we'll see public opinion crystallize on these issues based on the receipts, right? Based on whether or not Elon is able to ultimately deliver on the $1 trillion in cuts. I would say that the only controversial element of the Doge initiative so far has been access to private data and information. So while a majority of Americans believe that Doge and its principles should have access to full information on government expenditures in order to make the right call on what expenditures need to be cut and are unnecessary and what expenditures should continue going forward. 58% say that Doge employees should not have access to sensitive information about Americans, social security numbers, addresses, incomes, names. Essentially, that's where they draw the line, right? And this is a majority of Democrats who say that sensitive information, should not be readily available. 63% of independents, so close to two-thirds of independents, and even 40% of Republicans believe that as well. But this is the only controversial issue around Doge so far for the general public. And again, it's very different than if you see the evening news and what they're commenting about. The public is less concerned which agencies are shut down and a lot more concerned about the federal debt and how to make the federal debt sustainable and kind of shrink it as quickly as possible.